I'm a veteran. I just wanted to know where Stewart stood.
But you're not voting here.
We intend to settle here soon.
Somehow I get the feeling you know something about young Stewart, which...
I never met Adam Stewart until today.
Well, he's a mighty popular man. Not easy to beat. I'm sorry to interrupt your meal. Oh, I have an office down the street if you'd ever want to find me. Pleasure, ma'am.
You didn't tell him.
I don't want to smear Adam Stewart. That's not why I'm here.
You mean the ex-sergeant? Yeah, I know him.
He has some papers I want. Service papers. You think you can get them?
It'd be a pleasure.
He's staying at the hotel. And if you can make him realize he's not welcome in this town, so much the better.
He'll be leaving tonight.
I don't want no gunplay, remember that.
Sure.
And keep your mouth shut.
Sergeant, I want to talk to you.
We got nothing to talk about.
No, I say we have.
Look, I don't want any trouble with you, Blake.
You got it anyway. You're not wanted in this town, mister.
Look, you can tell Rufus Stewart I'll stay here as long as I want, and I'll leave when I choose.
Maybe you don't hear so good, mister. I said you're leaving this town now, tonight. And before you go, I'll take those papers of yours. I'm gonna kill you, Sergeant.
Well, what happened to you?
You better ask your father to explain to both of us.
He's not in.
Well, then give him a message for me. Tell him it didn't work. Tell him I'm still in town, and I still have these. I think it's about time you saw this.
I know all about them. About that stupid attempt to get money from him with that phony story about serving for me in the war.
So that's what he told you.
Now, if I wasn't running for Congress, I'd lock you up and prefer charges. But I think the best thing to do is for you to get out of town just as soon as you get your wagon fixed.
Will you look at these?
Why should I?
Will you look at them? They're not forgeries.
I was never conscripted.
Are you sure of that? You ever wondered why that was? Able-bodied, unmarried, just the right age? 4 years ago, my wife had consumption. I needed money to get her west. I got it from your father, all $500 of it. But in return, I had to serve 3 years in the Army in your name.
There's only your word on that.
And that's not good enough for you. Maybe you better lock me up, because I'm going to go right on telling my story until I find somebody who believes it.
Manning. These are yours.
What did Manning want?
He showed me some papers.
They're forgeries. They have to be. You confiscated them, of course.
No, I didn't.
If he goes to harder, even with that phony story of his, it won't do you any good. I can handle this better than you.
I'm looking for Mr. Harder.
Oh, I'm his clerk. He won't be back until tonight. He's making a speech at Three Forks.
Where's that?
10, 12 miles north of here. Maybe you'll be able to catch him there.
Thanks.
Was he looking for Harder, Dan?
Yeah, that's right.
What'd you tell him?
Mr. Harder's out of town. He's gone to Three Forks. You look at this. The fellow's got a 2-hour ride ahead of him for nothing. Mr. Harder's gone to Centerville instead. Mister! Hey, mister!
Let him go, Dan. Just let him go.
Didn't you? Well, now you can, for good.
Yes. Nobody heard that shot. All right, go ahead. Finish the job. All right.
Robbery and murder. You broke into my father's office tonight, took that. When his clerk walked in on you, you killed him.
That's not true. Not a word of it.
You'll have plenty of time to prove it, but it won't be easy. We found the money under the gear in your wagon.
Maybe you're not in on this, but,
For a while this afternoon, you had me fooled. No more.
Haven't we had enough of his lying? I told you Blake saw him when he climbed through that broken window.
If any of these things they say are true, why did I come back here tonight? I had a chance to get away. Why didn't I just keep on going?
Show him.
You come back here to get this. He was lying on the floor of the office when I walked in and found poor Ben dead.
Then this is your medal?
Yes. But I haven't been here all afternoon. You just saw me ride in.
You'll say you were over at Three Forks, but you left town just long enough for an alibi.
Not Three Forks, Mr. Stewart. Centerville. When I came in here to rent this horse, a stable boy told me that Jim Harder had headed out that way. I spent an hour with him after his speech.
He's the one I'll have to believe now.
No, Adam.
So, I'm the imposter, not you. Hold it, Blake. So you saw him climb out of the office window. You'd even murder to avenge a beating.
You got me into this.
Get up, you fool!
Got you into what?
No, I'll get them both. I've got you. We can say it happened when he tried to escape.
No!
He's dead.
I'm sorry for you.
It's over now. You can go. What was it you wanted from my father?
Only the truth. An affidavit to the Adjutant General.
I'll see that you get it.
just wanted to say goodbye and thank you for sending over the affidavit.
You owe me nothing. No matter what name you used, the courage was your own.
Thanks.
Sergeant, I want to talk to you.
We got nothing to talk about.
I say we have.
Look, I don't want any trouble with you, Blake.
And if you can make him realize he's not welcome in this town, so much the better.
He'll be leaving tonight.
I don't want no gunplay, remember that.
Sure.
And keep your mouth shut.
I'm a veteran. I just wanted to know where Stewart stood.
But you're not voting here.
We intend to settle here soon.
Somehow I get the feeling you know something about young Stewart, which...
I never met Adam Stewart until today.
Well, he's a mighty popular man. Not easy to beat. I'm sorry to interrupt your meal. Oh, I have an office down the street if you'd ever want to find me. Pleasure, ma'am.
Got it anyway. You're not wanted in this town, mister.
If you can tell Rufus Stewart I'll stay here as long as I want, and I'll leave when I choose.
Maybe you don't hear so good, mister. I said you're leaving this town now, tonight. And before you go, I'll take those papers of yours.
You didn't tell him.
I don't want to smear Adam Stewart. That's not why I'm here.
You mean the ex-sergeant? Yeah, I know him.
He has some papers I want, service papers. You think you can get them?
It'd be a pleasure.
He's staying at the hotel.